friends, welcome to all. Myself Vishal Chokidas. Today we will discuss about temperature measurement devices and there are so many temperature measurement devices available. So we will study different types of temperature measurement transducer or devices and this topic is covered in the subject of industrial instrumentation. In this particular lecture, today we will discuss about resistance temperature detector. In short, it is known as RTD. So we will see construction and working of RTD in this lecture. Now, what is the principle of resistance temperature detector? See, every metal is a unique composition and has a different resistance to flow electrical current. We know that the ability of a material to flow electric current is known as conductivity. So, conductivity of different material is different. It means every metal or composition of metal has a different resistance, so different current can flow from that material. Most metal changes in electrical resistance directly proportional to change in temperature. It means in most of the metals, whenever the temperature is changes, the electrical resistance is also changes. It means it is directly proportional to resistance of the material is directly proportional to the temperature. So the relationship between electrical resistance and temperature is linear. So this is the linear relationship between electrical resistance and temperature for most of the metals. It is called temperature coefficient of electrical resistance. So this thing is known as temperature coefficient. RTD is regarded high precision wire wound resistor. Resistance varies with temperature. See, in RTD there is nothing but one wire wound resistor is there, and resistance of wire varies with temperature. Okay, so this is the basic principle of resistance temperature detector. By measuring resistance, temperature can be measured. So by measuring, we can easily measure the resistance. By measuring resistance, we can easily measure temperature to be measured. So this is the resistance type temperature detector, and this is temperature resistance is varies with temperature. Now, characteristics and applications of RTDs. See, what are the characteristics are there? First one is it is a resistive device, and relationship of resistance and temperature is linear. So this is important for RTD. And then the range of the temperature is very large. Temperature can be minus 200 to plus 850 degrees centigrade for platinum wire. So we will see in next in what is the platinum wire and how it is used in a RTD. So range is large in this case. Then accuracy is high. It is plus or minus 0.001 degree centigrade. Low sensitivity is low. It is 0.39% per centigrade. Don't need reference temperature. See, in this case there is no reference temperature is needed. In the In the other way, if we are using a thermocouple, then there is a reference temperature is needed, but in this case there is no reference temperature needed. What are the applications? Industries and laboratories where high accuracy of temperature measurements are required. Okay, so many places in industries this is used because its accuracy is very high. So whenever our requirement is very high accuracy of temperature measurement, at that time we can use RTDs. Requirements for RTD material. See, RTD material should have high temperature coefficient. It means any change in resistance can be reflect to the changing any change in temperature can be reflect to resistance. So if temperature coefficient is high, then we can easily or accurately measure this temperature. High sensitivity to ensure small wire length. Okay, so this is also one requirement for RTD material. Then linearity of relation between resistance and temperature. So relationship between resistance and temperature should be linear. Okay, it means if the temperature is increases, resistance should also be increases and vice versa. So this is the relationship. Then sufficient mechanical strength. See, some mechanical strength is also needed because it is used in an industrial environment. So sufficient mechanical strength is also one requirement of RTD material. Then stability of electrical characteristics. See, electrical characteristics should be stable. So these are the requirements for RTD material. Now, which type of materials are used? See, gold and silver can be used, okay, but it is rarely used because of low resistivity. Resistivity of gold and silver is low. Another material can be used is tungsten. It has a very high resistivity. Okay, then gold silver alloy. It means mixing of gold and silver gives same characteristics as platinum below 125 degree centigrade. If we are using a gold silver alloy, then below 125 degree centigrade its characteristics will be similar to platinum. Phosphor bronze alloy. So this material is also can be used, and it is better for low temperature measurements. For high temperature measurement, it is not convenient. Then nickel. Nickel is mostly used cheaper than platinum. One of the most advantages is it is cheaper than platinum, so it is mostly used. And last one is platinum. See, platinum is more suitable, but it is expensive. Its range is high and high precision is there. So if the cost is not a constraint, then platinum is most suitable material for RTD. So these are the materials we can use for manufacturing of RTDs. Now this is the construction of RTD. Here we can see different elements of RTD. Here we can see platinum element. It means this wire wound, that wire is platinum wire. Okay, then here is two leads are there, external leads are there. Then there is internal leads are there also. Here we can see internal leads, and in the center we can see there is a ceramic insulator. Here we can see ceramic powder. See, ceramic material is used for insulation purposes, and outer sheath is protective sheath. Okay, so these are the elements of RTD, and we can see how the platinum element is used in this construction. Constructions, pure metals like platinum, nickel, copper is generally preferable for construction of RTD. Typical probe contains a coil of very fine wire, allowing large resistance change without great space requirement. Okay, so this is a typical probe. Then common platinum RTD. Most common is platinum RTD because accuracy and linearity is there. So most suitable material for RTD is platinum. Here we can see the commercial RTD. Okay. Now accurate sensor can measure temperature change of 0.00001 degree centigrade. So accuracy is very high in RTD. Okay, so change of temperature if is as low as 0.00001 degree centigrade can also sense using this sensor. So very high accuracy is there. Usually protected from the environment by a sheath made of stainless steel or another temperature and corrosion resistance material. So this way we have seen in a diagram also there is a outermost layer is sheath, protective sheath, and it is made from stainless steel materials. Element fits snugly inside sheath to produce high rate of heat transfer. See, the construction is very effectively, and element fits snugly inside sheath. It means we can see outer sheath, but inside sheath there is a element is fits because of high rate of heat transfer. So this is about construction. Then fine powder used to eliminate air pockets. Sometimes air pockets will be there, and due to this the performance of RTD can be inferior. It means error may be introduced. So to eliminate air pockets, fine powder material is used. And ceramic insulators used to isolate internal lead wire. So some ceramic insulators used to isolate internal lead wires. Okay. Then at the end of tube, a hermetic seal to protect the element. Hermetic seal is used at the end of tube to protect the elements. Element means resistance wire. Okay, platinum. Assembly may be terminated with lead wires. Main supplies with an appropriate terminal block similar to thermocouple assembly. Okay, so this is the construction of RTDs. Now here we can see the graph between resistance versus temperature. So this is for platinum RTD. Okay, and we know that platinum material is a standard or a very good, most suitable material for RTD. So here we can see that as the temperature is increases, the resistance also increases. So the relationship between resistance and temperature is linear. So this is the typical platinum resistance, platinum RTD graph, and it is somewhat linear. Okay, so this relation should be linear for RTD, and the graph for RTD for different material is somewhat different, but almost its relationship should be linear. Operations: to detect small variations of resistance, temperature, transmitter in form of Wheaton bridge is used. See, in some places the resistance variation is very small. It means temperature variation is so very small, so that resistance variation is also very small. So for measuring this small resistance, we can use Wheaton bridge circuit. So we have already seen Wheaton bridge circuit at the time of strain gauge. So this is the same Wheaton bridge is used here. The circuit compared RTD value with three highly accurate resistors. Okay, so in a Wheaton bridge circuit, in one arm there is a RTD and other three arms has very known resistances, and very accurate resistances are there in a three arm of the Wheaton bridge. So Wheaton is available with 2 wire, 3 wire and 4 wire elements. So this is different designs of Wheaton bridge that we can use in a RTD. Here we can see one typical RTD using a Wheaton bridge. So here we can see that R1, R2 and R3 are precision resistance. It means its value is very accurate. So these are the non-accurate resistors. Okay, and this one is the resistance of RTD. Okay, it is connected through connecting wires in a one arm of the Wheaton bridge. Okay, so how this circuit is works? So we know that initially the bridge should be balanced. Okay, now whenever the resistance of RTD is changes, it will be detected in a detector of the Wheaton bridge. So this way very small change in resistance may be measured using this arrangement. So this is the typical RTD using Wheaton bridge. Here is the explanation. Wheaton bridge circuit consists three resistors that we have seen R1, R2 and R3, then one voltmeter and voltage source. See, voltage source should be there for the to work the Wheaton bridge circuit. When current flow in the meter is 0, it is known as null balance. Okay, so initially there should be null balance. This is set point on RTD temperature output. So this null balance is the set point for the RTD temperature output. As RTD temperature increase, voltage increase. So this is the relationship between temperature and voltage. Okay, as the RTD temperature increases, voltage will also increase. Voltage transducer replaces voltmeter. Okay, we can replace voltage transducer with voltmeter. 4 to 20 milliampere signal can be monitored. See, the signal of 4 to 20 milliampere can be monitored using this Wheatstone bridge. When RTD is installed some distance away from transmitter, it caused a problem. Why? Because if the distance is large, then there is a wire resistance will be added in the measurement, and due to this the error is introduced in the measurement. Long connecting wires, resistance of wires changes as ambient temperature fluctuations. In a long connecting wires, resistance of wire is also changes with ambient temperature fluctuations. So this is also the problem for long distance transmitter. Variations in wire resistance would introduce error in the transmitter. So this variation in resistance will introduce error in the transmitter. Now what is the solution for this? To eliminate this problem, 3-wire RTD is used. Impedance in wires will cancel because they are in opposite legs of the bridge. So this is the solution for long distance wires. We can use 3-wire RTDs. This is the diagram of 3-wire RTD. So this construction of Wheatstone bridge is same. We can see here R1, R2 and R3 are 3 arms of the Wheatstone bridge, and in one arm there is a 3-wire RTD. Here we can see that resistance wire 1, 2 and 3. So this way we can use 3-wire RTD, and we can eliminate the resistance of wire. This is the construction of commercial RTD. See, here we can see different components of RTD. Here is the lead wire, then here we can see process connection, then here 3-wire configuration is here, and it is a diameter, outside diameter, and in the bottom there is a platinum resistance element. So this is the construction of commercial RTD. Same thing we can here also see. There is one cool end termination, then process connection, then outside diameter, 3-wire configuration, and in the last there is a platinum resistance element. So this is the commercial RTDs, construction of commercial RTDs. These are the photograph of RTDs available in the market. Okay. Now advantages of RTD. It is a most stable, more accurate at a moderate temperature. Okay. At the moderate temperature range, this is more accurate. Less susceptible to electric noise. Okay. So this is also advantage. Operate higher level of electrical signal. Okay. So this is also advantage because we can operate higher level of signals. Response time very fast compared to thermocouple. So as compared to thermocouple, RTD's response time is very less. It means it is very fast. So time is in the fraction of second. So this is also advantage for RTD. Now some another advantages are more sensitive and more linear than thermocouple. Okay, we already seen that the relationship of temperature and resistance is linear and it is more sensitive. So this is the advantage. Next advantage is not experience drift problems because not self-powered. So there is no drift problems because not self-powered. It means it is not a self-powered device. So drift problem is eliminated. Not required special extension cable. In some transducers there is a requirement of some special extension cable, but in this case here is no require any special extension cable. Then radioactive radiation has minimal effect. See, in the industrial environment there may be radioactive radiation, so at that time we can use this RTD because there is minimum effect on the measurement. Now RTD disadvantages. See, it is more expensive because we are using a purest metal in this case, and platinum is the most suitable, but the cost of platinum is very high, we know that. So it is relatively expensive than other transducers. Not capable measuring as wide temperature range as thermocouple. It means the temperature range is in a moderate temperature range, this is best suitable, but for high temperature range or wide temperature range, thermocouple is better than RTD. Power supply failure case erroneous reading. It means we have seen that there is a power supply is given to the Wheatstone bridge circuit. If the power supply is fail, then the result will be erroneous. So this is the disadvantage. Small changes in resistance. It means due to vibration, not tight, then corrosion, create error. See, due to vibration and corrosion and all these things, there is a small changes in resistance, and this may create error. Okay. Now another disadvantages are resistance curve vary from manufacturer. It means if the manufacturer is changed, the curve for resistance is also changed for different manufacturer. So it is a problem because if we are using a different manufacturer, then there will be different profile. So we have to calibrate. Another disadvantage is accuracy and service life are limited at high temperature. It means if we are using at high temperature, then accuracy is also limited and its service life is also limited. So this is the disadvantage. RTD can found in reactor area temperature measurement and fuel channel coolant temperature. So RTD can be found in these areas of measurement. Okay. Thank you.